Here is the latest from Oil City News on K2 Radio.
Prior to today, there have been over 100,000 absentee and early in-person ballots cast in Wyoming for the 2024 general election. That's according to a release by Secretary of State Chuck Gray on Friday afternoon, and that's about 40% of the registered electorate. Today is your final chance to cast a vote. It is Election Day. Make sure to go to the right polling locations between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. or drop off completed ballots that you've already gotten at the courthouse by 7 p.m. People can get a look at how their ballots will appear as well as their polling location by entering their physical address on the clerk's government website. We also have a link to a polling place locator. You can find that at k2radio.com. Since the unseasonably late ignition of a series of wildfires across Wyoming in September, the U.S. Forest Service has been providing near-daily updates on fire conditions and the efforts of crews involved in fighting the fires. Well, yesterday, the Bridger-Teton National Forest made their final update on the Pack Trail fire in northern Wyoming. The Pack Trail fire is over 95% contained, with the remaining 5% along steep terrain largely inaccessible by crews, although expected snowfall is likely to stamp the rest out. That doesn't mean the fire is completely out. Forest Service clarified that the area is under a patrol and monitor status as smoke and heat persist within the fire's interior. It will continue to be monitored by the Bridger-Teton and Shoshone National Forests as needed. But the good news is that winter weather and increased fuel moisture should continue to reduce any threats of continuing fire activity. What started as a routine traffic stop in Johnson County on October 25th turned into a drug bust of thousands of fentanyl pills, methamphetamine, and more. In the early morning hours, a Wyoming patrol trooper initiated a traffic stop along I-25 due to a moving violation. During that stop, a canine alerted the troopers to narcotics. The trooper uncovered about 3,500 fentanyl pills and also a felony amount of methamphetamine and a misdemeanor amount of marijuana with about $4,500 in cash. The driver was arrested and taken into custody, where they now face several charges. Oil City News has reached out to the Wyoming Highway Patrol seeking the identity of the driver, and the story will be updated with additional information when it becomes available. And my final piece of news for you this morning is that Fuzzy's Taco Shop recently raised nearly $34,000 for No Kid Hungry to help end childhood hunger across the United States, and the Casper location contributed more than $1,000 to the nationwide fundraising campaign. I think that is pretty cool. The campaign ran from September 9th to September 29th, and it asked Fuzzy's Taco Shop customers to donate $2 in exchange for a free taco on their next visit. Supporting No Kid Hungry is something that Mike Malberg of the Johnson Restaurant Group and a Fuzzy's franchisee in Casper says that they are proud to be a part of, and that the guests really embrace the campaign. Their generosity reflects the strength of the community.